Hello, everyone. Welcome to our final lecture on business environment. Uh, Today, we will discuss the assignment. So basically, this is assignment discussion session. So this session serves as a platform for everyone to explore and analyze the key aspect of our assignment. So it's an opportunity to collectively reflect on the principle we have learned throughout the course and apply them to real world scenario. So if anyone is there or everyone, can you see my screen and can you hear my voice properly? So please, if there is any issue, please do let me know. So let's get started. Scenario. Uh, uh, Imagine you got an internship with an organization called the Confederation of British Industry. This organization help UK businesses, and you're working in on of their regional offices, specifically in an area many people are looking for jobs. Your task is to organize workshop to help businesses in that region. These workshops are for two types of people: those who want to start with their own businesses, and those who already have businesses but want to expand or try new things. Now, when the scenario says consider a specific organization, it means you can choose any company you like to talk about in your work. You should focus on the company and explain how it uses theoretical concepts in practical real life situations. So, if you have already used a particular organization in previous assignment or any other assignment, you can use it again here as a case study. So the idea is to look at a real company and see how they put into practice the things you have learned your studies. Okay, so learning outcome one, two, and three. Task one, you need to organize a workshop for in task one, individuals interested in starting their own businesses, their own business. The focus is on legal forms of business ownership. Your preparation involves creating a presentation with accompanying speaker notes. Additionally, you will provide handouts containing detailed information for the workshop attendees. Uh,
Hello, Yusir.
Hi. Who's there? Hi, Wanya. How are you? You okay?
Well, thank you.
I've just started. I just on the page three. You know that I just can repeat for you. Also from here. So basically, as we discussed, today is assignment session, which is our last session. Okay.
Yes.
So I was just telling previously that today's session, and we will discuss our assignment. So here is a task one. You need to organize a workshop for individuals interested in starting their own businesses. Focuses on legal forms of businesses ownership. Your preparation involves creating a presentation with accompanying speakers notes. Also, you will provide handouts containing details information for the workshop attendants. So requirements for presentation, speakers, notes, and handouts. Uh, First of all, presentation address different forms of legal business ownership, use visual slides or other side ads to make your presentation engaging, clearly explain the characteristics of each form. Speaker's note, develop detailed notes to guide your verbal presentation. Then explain key points, providing additional information or context. Then ensure your notes align with the content of each slide of or section. Also handouts. create informative handouts to distribute to workshop participants, include in-depth information about legal business ownership, use clear language and visual to enhance understanding, consider including case studies or examples of practical insights. Okay. Can you see my screen, Vanya, and can you hear me or anyone else?
Everything is fine. I can see your screen. The sound is perfect
Okay,
as
okay.
well.
Anyway, you okay as well?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, no
perfectly
problem.
fine.
Okay, so describe different forms of legal business ownership. Uh, you need to make a presentation with notes or handouts for a specific audience. The audience is interested in different types of organizations. You should focus on four main types: private, public, government, and volunteer. Voluntary charitable organizations. Make sure uh, your material are suitable for your audience. Cover the four type of organizations, uh, like public, private, government, voluntarily, and charitable or charities. Then templates on Moodles. You can use the template on Moodle, which covers various types of business ownership in simple terms, using examples to illustrate each of each and everyone, then describe the different types of business activity and sectors of operations that businesses operate with. Provide a detailed discussion on the types of businesses, activity, primary, secondary, and tertiary. So discuss the different sectors of operations, private, public, and third sector. Use example to illustrate each type of business activities and sectors. Then refer specifically to slides 17 and 20 through on learning outcome ones, mean session one, in the presentation for additional guideline or guidance. Relate your discussion back to the concepts cover slide 17 to page 23rd of the learning outcome one. Acknowledge that accounting businesses fall under the service category. Then table 2. So here we'll discuss the task to complete this table. So your assignment involves comprehensively understanding and elaborate on table 2.2, which is here, you can see. So your objective is to explain each sector, business activities and examples, ensuring clarity in 125 word for each category. This will not only reinforce your understanding, but also prepare you for real world applications. So you can explain in more than 125 words. Let's say you can go up to 150 or 200 words if you think so.
Can I ask a question about the previous table? Um,
Which here,
the num the next one, sorry,
this one.
7. Yeah, please. Um, the number of 10, the number of 100 to 125 words per table, is it related to all the three boxes,
Yes,
business
yes, is a
activities and
primary sector,
examples all
fishing
together?
business. Yes, and activities farming, apples farms, apple different, that these fishing, farming business, agri business, and Dalla businesses. So you can discuss all three sectors, territory sectors. Basically, you can uh talk about these as well, relating to primary sector like a secondary sectors, primary sector, secondary sector, territory sectors, and quarterly sector.
So
Understand?
basically for yes, so the way I understand it is for each sector that is mentioned in
Yes,
the
yes, each sector.
I need to use 100 to 125 words.
Yeah, you can use more than 125 in
Oh,
case
okay.
if you think, let's say everything can't you sum up in 125 words. I think so 125 words is only, let's say, 5 6 lines or one. So if you want to use 20 25 words more, let's say 150 words, you can use. That's not an issue. Okay.
Okay, thank you for explaining that.
No problem. So next is a task overview. Analyze the organizational responsibilities of an organization. Your task is to analyze the organizational responsibilities of a company. So this involves looking at various aspects to ensure that companies operating ethically and responsibly. So you need to consider the meetings, legal requirements, uh, like meetings, legal requirements of countries in which it operating. For example, consumer legislation, compliance with consumer, employee, equal opportunities, anti-discriminatory, environmental and health and safety legislations. Hmm, Sorry. Then safety of products and services, ensuring the safety of which what the company offers, including products and services. Then ethical practices, examining the ethical practices of the organizations, meeting stakeholders' interest, addressing the needs and expectations of stakeholders, uh, dealing with conflicts of interest, managing potential uh, conflicts of interest within the organization. So material or for reference, you can use slides here. You can see that 24 to 25. Again, learning outcome one presentation for additional insights and guidelines. So also in-depth discussion, pick up of these responsibilities and discuss in details. For example, here it says employment responsibilities. If I talk about employment responsibilities, explore how the company meets legal requirements related to employment, ensuring fair treatment and adherence to employment laws. So then CSR or corporate social responsibility, triple bottom line, uh, delve into aspects such as carbon emissions, sustainability, recycling, or community engagement. Discuss how these contribute to the company's CSR initiative. So also you remember your goal is that to understand how organizational responsibilities play a important role in the business organizations or business world. Okay, clear?
Yeah, it's all clear.
Okay. A merit task. So here is explaining about that pass merits and uh, how you can achieve merit, pass, or distinction. So to achieve a merit, your presentation and supporting materials should analyze the advantage and disadvantages of a partnership, transforming into a limited company to support its growth. Practical examples are encouraged, and you analyze should be well balanced and justify. Focus on partnership transferring into a limited company. Analyze what happens when a partnership decides to become a limited company. Uh, then also utilize practical examples. Uh, Enhance your analyze with real world examples. This could include instances of other businesses that underwent a similar transformations. Balanced balanced analysis, ensure that your analysis provides a fair balance between the advantage and disadvantages. So this means explore both sides thoroughly. Okay. Like a table format, it's a suggest to draw a table for advantages and disadvantages. Okay. So here, like you can see partnership, uh, this helps in organizing information, systematically. So for formal structures, decision making, raising capability and advantage, disadvantage, partnership, uh, and limited company, advantages, disadvantages. Okay. So also you can refer to slides page 33 to 36, learning outcome one. Basically, you can, if you just write in simple, if I tell you the type of ownership like a partnership, then you can go for advantages and disadvantages. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds great.
Sometime because you don't get confused. Okay. So thinking about in detail, you can write it down there, partnership, advantages and disadvantages, and then you can write it down limited company, then their advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Uh, yes, task two. Then there is a task two following the workshop. The CBI has decided to provide a handout to assist participants in pursuing their business idea. So the focus is on explaining how external factors impact different organizations. So here, basically, you need to explain how each type of external factors can affect different organizations. If you remember that we discussed this in learning outcome two, external factors can affect different organizations. Consider examples from various industries to demonstrate the diverse impact. Describe key external factors that impact on different organizations. Sorry. So your basically here your goal is describe key external factors that impact different organizations. So focus on each aspect of the PESTEL framework. Use businesses you are familiar with and have knowledge about. For example, consider uh, 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 Apple Limited and discuss factors like Brexit or COVID-19 pandemic. And for each factor, like pastel factors, for example, that political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmentals. So discuss it affects the chosen business. For example, with Brexit, consider changes like the requirement for an EORI number uh, as an identification number in all customer procedures when exchanging information with customers administration. So this is economic operators registrations and identification number, EORI. Practical examples, real world examples. You can provide real examples to illustrate the impact of each factors. For example, how the COVID pandemic forced companies to adopt and make changes in their operations. So Brexit affect accounting and finance. Efficient, that customers process, UK agreed to support efficient cross-border trade in terms of documentary clearance and transparency. So the UK and EU aim for streamlined customers process, enhancing documentary clearance and transparency. Tariff-free and court-free access. Brexit trade deal ensures that trade between the UK and EU remain tariff-free and court-free. So this means businesses can continue trading in a similar manner as before. So UK EORI number requirements to move goods in or out of the UK businesses, including, uh, for example, any business XYZ now need a UK EORI economic operator registration and identification number. Uh, uh, and then financial reporting. changes in financial reporting. Brexit introduced changes in financial reporting requirements. Companies such as uh, for example, XYZ need to adopt their reporting process to comply with new regulations. Uh, when we talk about value-added tax or VAT, there are VAT implications in the post-Brexit landscape. Companies like XYZ Limited must navigate changes in VAT regulations and compliance procedures. Changes for accountants and firms, implementations accountant at companies will need to ensure the implementations of the UK EORI number. Sorry. Again, economic operators registrations and identification number for smooth cross-border transactions, adopted financial protocols. The finance team at uh, you know uh, XYZ will need to adopt financial protocol to align with new reporting standards post-Brexit. So also, regulatory compliance emphasize the need for compliance with new customers and financial regulations. Hmm. So January 2021, starting from January, companies prepare their annual financial accounts. They now must use UK adopted international accounting standards, which is IAS, instead of the one adopted by the European Union. Additionally, if a company is based in the UK, it needs to hire a UK registered audit firm to sign any audit reports on its behalf. Then, if a UK-based parent company has a subsidiary or a presence in a European Union area country, it must follow the reporting requirements of that specific country. Similarly, British legal firms operating in a EU member state must adopt to the law of that country. Okay, follow the law of that country, as the EU legislations no longer applies. Then financial institutions such as banks or insurance firms have to follow disclosure and transparency rules set by the Financial Conduct Authority and Prudential Regulation Authority. So this ensure that these financial entities operate with accountability and openness in their practices. Right. VAT. After Brexit, there are changes in how VAT is applied when trading with the EU. So businesses may need to register for VAT in the EU, and there are alteration in schemes like VAT MOS for digital companies. Important VAT procedures uh, have also shifted, allowing companies to account for it on their VAT return. So these changes aim to streamline VAT processes post-Brexit. External factors impact upon the activities of a specific organizations. Here, your goal is analyze how external factors impact the activities of a specific organizations. Ensure that organizations you choose are based in different economic environments. For example, analyze legal changes in employment legislations for a specific business, considering the impact on employing EU or migrant labor. Uh, you can break down your task, select different organizations, choose two or more organizations that operate in different economic environment. This diversity will enhance your analysis. Identify external factors, focus on external factors such as legal changes, economic shifts, technological advancement, etc. For example, let's consider the legal changes in employment legislation, especially concerning EU or migrant labor, analyze impact on specific business. So for each external factor, analyze how it affects the chosen organization or organizations. For example, if business employs EU or migrant labor, analyze the impact of legal changes in employment legislation on its operations. So also you can provide specific examples, offer, concrete example to illustrate the impact. For example, how a business relying on EU labor may need to comply with new regulations to continue employing such workers. Specific external factors for analysis: legal, equality right, and holidays and working time. Many UK anti-discriminations provisions, such as those related to, sex, race, and disability, existed before the UK became an EU member state. So, EU obligations have extended protections beyond employment into goods and services. Potential changes, analyze potential changes in the context of Brexit. Consider the possibility of placing limits or caps on discriminations, compensations award. Implications, discuss how these potential changes may impact businesses, individuals. Explore the implication for organizations in terms of managing diversity and ensuring equal opportunities. Holiday and working time. Uh, EU working, the directive explain the influence of the EU working time directive on holiday entitlement and working hours. Database areas, discuss areas like to be debated in the post-Brexit legal landscape, such as the 48 hours working week and rules on options out. Uh, Contractual rights, clarify that even if the law changes, it will not, override employees' existing contractual rights. Uh, Emphasize the importance of understanding the distinction between legal changes and existing contractual obligations. Explain how changes in typical workers' right impact businesses using or supplying contingency workers. So analyze the potential, you know, uh, modification in terms and conditions after a tube transfers, considering, both restrictions and extended rights. So a transfer of undertaking. So evaluate the changes, challenges, and adaptations required for data protections, compliance, especially in the context of cross-border trading. By delving into these legal aspects, uh, your analysis can provide insight into the practical implications and considerations businesses need to address in response of these legal external factors. Then analyze how external factors affect organizational stakeholders. So, organizational stakeholders, including employees, partners, suppliers, shareholders, and directors, utilize the PESTEL framework uh, and present your finding in a table format for clarity. Identify and consider different stakeholders, both internal and external. These includes entities like financial institutes, lenders, debtors, creditors, owners, managers, employers, customers, clients, uh, employees, government, trade unions, suppliers, and the community. So refers to slides page 23 to 27 in the learning outcome 2 presentations for additional insight and any guidelines. So again, that was about past, and here some extra notes for merit task. To achieve a merit, your assignment must assess how external factors impact the success of a specific organizations. So the assessment should be detailed and based on a business you are familiar with, considering different economic environments. Choose a business you are familiar with and have a working knowledge of. This could be the same organization used in the past task. Provide a detailed assessment of how external factors impact the success of the chosen organization. External factors include those from the pastel framework. uh, Always remember, that pastel in your mind. Political, economic, social, technological, and legal, environmental. So ensure that the chosen organizations are based in different economic environments. So this adds depth to your assessment, considering variations in economic conditions. If applicable, use information or evidence from the previous task to elaborate on your assessment. So this could provide a foundation for your analysis. Distinction. uh, to achieve a distinction over 70%, your assignment must evaluate the impact of external factors on accounting process with organizations. Focus on how changes in external factors affect accounting processes. For example, consider the impact when the minimum wages rate changes, when corporation tax percentage changes, or when employees move between between tax bands, for example, 20% to 30% or 40% to 45%. So also examine scenario where companies have oversee operations and accounts need to be prepared using different accounting standards like IFRS, International Financial Reporting Sectors, and versus GAAP. Uh, Changes for accounting and firms, for example, like XYZ or any company. Due to the Brexit deal, British qualified accountants are no longer automatically recognized by all UK member states. Some countries, such as France, Denmark, and Greece, will now require British accountants to undergo an economic needs test to work within their borders. On the other hand, certain EU member states, including uh, uh, Germany, Italy, and Spain, still accept UK professional accountancy qualifications without restrictions. So it is crucial to check the specific requirements of each country before business engaging in business there. So the impact of Brexit on accountants is primarily felt through their clients. Businesses might choose to relocate, face disruptions in their supply chains due to customer checks and experience skills shortage as a result of a changes in free movement. Always stay informed about the individual requirements of each country to navigate these challenges effectively. Any question? Everything is okay? Can you see my screen and everything?
Yes, everything's perfectly fine. Thank
Okay,
you.
so explain how resources are allocated throughout economic system. Define the economic system like planned, mixed, free, and uh, you know, uh, sorry, here task three. So task three, you have been tasked with developing, uh, you know, f- uh, uh, you have been tasked with developing content for a day's conference and networking opportunities organizations by the CBI, Confederation of British Industry. The focus is on local businesses owners interested in diversifying and expanding their operations. Your role is to prepare a written paper that will be sent to these business owners before the event and discussed during the conference. So the paper should consider how the economic environment impacts organizations. Understand that the conference is organized for local business owners looking to diversify and expand their operations. Create a written paper that addresses how the economic environment impacts organizations. Tailor the content to local business owners, ensuring relevance to their context and concerns. Provide insights into how the broader economic environment influences businesses. Discuss specific ways in which economic factors affect the operations, growth, and diversification of business. Ensures that the content is applicable and meaningful for the local businesses owners attending the conferences. So here you can look at page 14 to 20 for learning outcome 3 presentations. You can explain how resources are allocated through economic systems. Slides 14 to 20 for LO3 presentation define the economic systems, plan, mix, and free, and present the advantages and disadvantages of each in a table format. Okay. So if you look at if page slides 14 to 20 learning outcome things, you can see plan, mix, free, and related material. So here review the impact of fiscal and monetary policy on organizations and their activities. You remember we discussed fiscal and monetary policy. Your task is to review the impact of fiscal and monetary policies and organizations and their activities. So this requires a thorough assessment, not just a description. You will need to provide a reasoned evaluation of how fiscal and monetary policy impact business activities using examples from a specified organization. The organization should be the same one used in previous tasks. So clearly explain what fiscal and monetary policies are. Fiscal policy, uh, you know, involves government spending and taxes, while monetary policies deals with factors like interest rates and quantitative easing. So and set by state Bank of England. Also discuss why government and central banks use these policies. What are the objectives they aim to achieve? So take a specific example related to the organizations. How does government spending or charge changes in taxes impact the chosen organizations? Also explore how the organization is affected when the central bank engages in quantitative easing or adjust interest rate. For example, an increase in interest rate might means increased borrowing cost of for the organizations. So you can visit slides 21 to 39, learning outcome 3 presentations. So evaluate the impact of competition policy on the activities of specific contrasting organizations. Here your task is to evaluate the impact of competition policy on the activities of specific contrasting organizations. The focus should be on how different competition policies affect these organizations. So you can refers to slides 40 to 44 for learning outcome 3 presentations for additional guideline. So choose two organizations that contrast with each other. In this case, you have been uh, given Tesco, you know, uh, in the secondary sector, and an accounting firm, a tertiary sector businesses operating as an, limited company, partnership, or sole trader. So explore the competition policy framework and the role of the role of the regulator. Identify and name the regulatory body responsible for overseeing competition. Also, assess how competition policies impact TESCO. So this could include factors like market share, pricing strategies, and entry barriers. Evaluate how competition policies impact the accounting firm. uh, Consider aspects such as client acquisition, pricing structures, and competition within the accounting services sector. Take a specific example related to each organizations to illustrate how competition policies have affected their activities. For instance, discuss how a specific competition regulation influenced a decision or strategy in each organizations. So ensure that your evaluation align with the concept covered in slides 40 to 44 for LO3 presentations. Uh, Here, to achieve merit, your written paper must discuss the challenges faced by organizations operating in two different economic environments. Focuses on identifying challenges within business organization is distinct economic conditions. Practical examples should be drawn from organizations you are familiar with, ensuring a working knowledge. Choose two different economic environment to analyze. For instance, you have been provided with the context of a boom and recession, particularly considering the impact of COVID-19. So, chosen business organization with which you are familiar and you have working knowledge. This familiarity will help in providing practical examples. So, to each economic environment, discuss the challenges faced by the chosen organization. This could include aspects such as market conditions, consumer behavior, and financial stability. So use slides 40 to 50 for learning outcome three presentations for, you know, you can use for additional insights and guidelines. Important points: uh, choose a specific organization and as the focus of your assignment, presentation, and report. Start with an introduction with the selected company or organizations. Organize your these are basic and main points. Organize your document with clear and proper headings and subheadings. Ensure that your documents look presentable and professional in terms of formatting and design. Number your figures and tables for clarity and reference purpose. Adhere to numbering specified in the assignment presentations against the assignment brief. Include at least 12 to 15 references, could be 10, 12, 15, or more than that in your assignments, following the Harvard style of reference. Uh, Keep a check on the word count. You can go up to 20% more than, uh, you know, uh, let's say word limit is 135 words minimum in order to merit or distinctions, but you can go up to, like a uh, 30, 4200, 20% plus or less. You can plus minus, you can do that. So, task one, you know, uh, slides of PowerPoint presentation with 12, 15 slides incorporating approximately 500 words of speaker notes. Develop a report in a Word documents for task two with a specified word count of 1500 words. And, prepare another report in a Word document for task three, also with a specified word count of 1500 words. So first one is 500, then 15, 15, 3500. But as I said, you can go up to 4,000 or less than 3500 words. Here, some important tips. Take your time to understand what is being asked. Pay attention to the specific action for need to perform. Here is a very common command of verbs. So, command of verb means words like explain or describe means you should provide brief information. Okay, around 100 to 125 words. Assess or analyze requires a more detail. Discuss, up to 225 words. And when he talks about compare, uh, are you listening? This is very important command verbs. Uh,
Yes, yes.
yes. So if he's asking about, if it says explain or describe, that's mean you should provide brief information around, 100 or 125 words. When he's talking about assess or analyze, requires a more detailed uh, discussion up to 225 or 250 words. Compare or evaluate needs a comprehensive review up to 300 words or bit more. When use the Harvard references in your text, mention the author and date, like author. Can you see here author name and plus date 2000? Dates mean year. Okay, so at the end list all your references. Make sure to include at least 6 references from various sources like book, journals, articles, websites. So organize your work with clear heading and subheadings. So this helps to structure your documents and make it easier to follow. Ensure your document is well formatted and looks neat. Use a readable font, proper spacing. Consider adding visual if they enhance understanding. Again, stick to the word limit provided. If it says 3,500 words, you can go a little over or under by 10%. Or he says like a 20%. So, but try to stay close to the specified limits. Finally, plagiarism or tolerance similarity must be below 20%. Plagiarism means using someone else's work without giving proper credit, mean reference. So your work should be original. In your words, tolerance for similarity or plagiarism must be below, like if you are using someone works, must be below 20%. So meaning most of your content should be your own words. Yeah, this is assignment declaration, just first page. So references, no. So if you, that's it for today, Andrea. Uh, if you have any questions, any comments or any issues, you can ask or you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. That's it for today. Any questions?
Um, no, no, I don't have any questions.
Okay, I hope you
Thank
enjoy
you.
my session today and all previous sessions as well. And
Thank you. I did. I did,
thank
and
you
it
very
was.
much. And I hope I'll see you at some point. And good luck for your assignment. Okay. And thank you very much.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
have a good evening and bye for now. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Bye.